Hello everyone, and welcome to the Singapore Grand Prix. So it is of course career mode then, in my Caterham. You can see they're hopping on in, starts from the very back of the grid of course. And we'll see how we get on. So of course won the last race then in Monza, with the help of the safety car, but earned I still feel. And that means now of course that one podium means I'm kicking my teammates' ass, very much so. 4 out of 5, there's 1 out of 5 because of that podium. Race strategy then, so we'll start on options. Singapore's going to be an interesting race because I don't think I'll be able to get very far, to be honest, because the tyre wear is normally very, very high. So we'll see how we get on. Go in normal fuel, start on options, pit on the usual lap 5, and see how we get on. Setup wise, still using the full quick car setup there, full dry. The only thing I've tweaked once again is the brakes. I've got for 51.49 on the brakes, and everything else is exactly the same. I'll flick through it so you can have a quick look. But I'm not going to be stopping for long. Pause the video if you want to have a look, but it is just that standard dry setup. And here we go then. So like I said, very back of the grid, didn't qualify. Did a bit of practice, but only had about 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes before it rained. Didn't get to come into the pits in the dry. I tried staying out as well on the slick tyres on the wet track, which was interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I was about 3 minutes slower than I usually am on my lap time, because I just couldn't get it to stop, couldn't get it to speed up. It was a nightmare, but there we go. There I am on the grid, very back, like I said. Teammate of Charles pick fireworks there in the distance, which don't actually happen during the race, but okay, we'll have it. Night race, of course, so we'll go straight to Richmond. +2 of fuel, so even though I went to standard, we've got a bit more fuel. So we're on the roads now, trying to get a decent start. Actually got a half decent start today. Surprise, surprise, a bit more cars than usual. Was it pretty early? I was avoiding action one. I think we're going to try to get the inside of them now. No, they've moved over. They've used absolutely all the track. No way through. Get on the curb here so we can get the inside of this Torosso, but no, they've got too much of a good exit. More danger of being overtaken again on the outside. To be honest, we're going to come to the inside now and almost had a crash there. This Torosso's going very slowly indeed on the inside there. Rest of my curves now. Going to get into slipstream. See if we can't get into the next corner. We're only in P18s. We've not made too many positions on the first couple of corners. I didn't really want to have a look at the Force Indy there, but there's a couple of cars stopped on the outside there. Allowed me to have a free couple of positions. Back that's ours. P14 then. Could have had a couple of positions a bit more aggressive into that last corner. Almost went up in the barrier straight away there. Ricardo's close, but not going to be close enough. This new corner then. Brake too late possibly, but got away with it. Hit the curb nastily. Turned in too late. These option tyres feel awesome. I only practice on primes. I have to be very careful on the rear tyres. I've gained right up on them. Hard throttle now, so let's go straight to the tyre wear menu then. Like I said, got to be very careful on the rears for this race. Turned in too early. You want to avoid that curb. So tricky to try and be careful on the rear tyres, but get a good exit. To be competitive with these guys, I've cut that corner massively. Turned it in too early. Under the tunnel now. Very tricky corner because the curb, the barrier is so close. And cut the corner again. Seems to be got a lot faster than them in this final sector. Actually, it looks like I can take some curb into that last corner. We'll go to Rich now, see if we can stick with the rest of that. Possibly even get him down the pit straight. No, not the pit straight, sorry. The back straight. Turning a bit early there, got some oversteer. Not a great line for any of that, but and I'm too far back from him already. Losing time because I can't get the traction down. My rear tyres are already starting to wear. Use all my curves here, see if I can't get the rest of it. Come on. Starts getting them now in the slipstream. We're going to dive up the inside of him, I think. Oh, sorry, the rest of it. I did give him enough room in the end. I'm not waiting for that long. That was a bit of a mistake by me, not going to lie, but I'd already committed up the inside. There wasn't a lot I could do to back out of that further. But that was my bad, but I'm not waiting for him for 2 cars. Not worth it. If he was still alongside me, we would have let him pass, but there we go. As they're very much side by side in this next corner. Look how slow they are because of it. I'll allow that position, please, Hulkenberg. Thank you very much. Leave a bit of room. And we only just got it slowed down. Bit of oversteer on the apex there. I mean, I can't be anywhere near Gutierrez for P11, but I'm up to P12 now. Thanks to the 2 Sauers battling. Braking right down to second, get it turned in. Be careful on the rears, so careful. I should hopefully now be able to close up hugely on Gutierrez in this final sector, judging on the last lap. Was quite a bit quicker, but we'll see if that continues. Taking lots of curb in all these corners, which they don't seem to do. Oh, bit of snap oversteer there. Meant I couldn't get on the power around there. Cost me time. Just want to try and stick with Gutierrez ahead now. 8 tenths at the moment. DRS is enabled for now. Oh, turned into a bit of a cut there. Where's the detection point? Oh no, it's just out the exit of this corner, but I've got to be oversteer. Should be able to get a bit of curves just to make sure I should be okay, but that oversteer there, that big wheel spin oversteer, cost me time. Look at these rear tyres. I've been looking after them and they're still very much damaged. I do get DRS, Gutierrez doesn't, so that will allow me to close them a little bit and defend against the car behind. Let's put on lap 5, as unfortunately, for me, the audio is now glitched. Sounds like everyone's in a tunnel, and if you can hear that, I presume you can. I'll probably turn down the game audio a bit so that you can't hear it, because it's a terrible noise for me. Sounds like everyone's always in a tunnel at Monaco. I've gone too deep there. Got away with it. Sounds awful. Obviously, I've only got game noise. Can't really turn down the game noise too much because I'm trying to drive with it. Gone too deep there again. We're never really settled there. This is going to be an interesting race with this noise. I'm going to have to turn the audio down a bit. It's a bit better, but I still can't really hear my own engine, which is compromising me. A bit deep there. I keep going deep into corners. I can't hear what my tyres are doing. Amazing how much you rely on the audio. See if I can once again close down on Hulkenberg. Determined that to be Hulkenberg, aren't I? It's Gutierrez. Oh, a bit wide there. As I think the internal audio might stop now. Got the game audio quite quiet. Let's turn it back up. Indeed it has. Pretty deep in there. Got away with it. Yes, that's better. So obviously go in that tunnel, reset it, which is good. Turn the game audio back up so I can hear it now. Too much curb. Might get DRS, but probably not on the car ahead. This looks like, I think Hulkenberg might have pitted, to be honest. Not sure why. Thought I had a car go in the pits. Interesting decision there. Maybe damages wing or something. I don't get DRS. So, pitting on lap 5 then. That'll be next lap, so we're not too bad on tyres. They are holding on. Going a bit deep there. I'm losing time to the guys ahead, aren't I? I need them to battle in, as in previous races. So I'm usually quite quick at Singapore, but with this car, I'm not especially quick. Oh, a bit of a slide in there. Turn in too early. All I need to do is stick with them in the first and second parts of the lap, and I can usually close it up in the final sector to get DRS. I think I've lost further time, to be honest, to them. I'll have a look when we get to the end of this sector. Indeed. Major confirms the sector 3 a bit too deep, but got away with it just about. 1.4 to the car ahead at the moment. Over the curb there. Not quite as strong in this final sector now. I'm less confident with the rear and be more careful with it. Definitely closing up still on the car ahead, don't I? Oh, that was a bad cut. It's quite difficult to judge when to turn in when you've got a car close ahead. Again, right on the limit and actually too wide. Did get DRS though. Going to go for Rich. I was 0.8 across the line, but I've lost time in that final corner. No doubt about that, and turned in too early. Had to heavily compromise my line in order to not cut the corner. Might even get DRS this lap, but it's going to be close. Pulling away from me again with that better traction. As I'm on Rich at the moment. If I don't get DRS, I won't go on Rich. If I don't get DRS, that's annoying. Wait to the end of the straight, then I'll go to standard. And then we use Rich on the out lap, I think, to try and get a couple of cars if we can. But I think we use Rich now. Of course, a lot of these cars can be pitting same time as me, so I've gone too deep there. Too deep again, but nah, she got away with that one. That wasn't too bad. So a lot of them pitting at the same time as me, so we're going to be battling them. Not just on my outlap, into the pits as well. Too deep again. Turned in too late, and again. Want to be over that curve a bit more. Bit of wheel spin there. Don't care about these tyres so much anymore, but as soon as you try and get good exits. Bit more wheel spin again. As I said, don't care about these tyres. So this Richards and then we need to get a bit closer to them. And being a little bit more less careful on the rear tyres has as well. Means they get better traction. Uses them up more, but I don't care about that obviously. A bit deep there, these tyres are starting to go now, but just a couple more corners to go, and then we're there. Bit of snap over still once again there. Oh, big cut there again. There's not many of them, Pit. Whoa! You braked too early there. I was actually braking, that wasn't full throttle or anything, but just took me by surprise a little bit. Let's hope they're going to give me the right tyres. Let's reselect it just to make sure. And hopefully he'll get held up a bit in the pits, and I'll get out ahead of him. But I might even get held up yet. See, look at those red tyres, and they've gone black all of a sudden. Just behind the Sauber still, so I haven't lost any time, which is good. I'm going to go straight to Rich. There's a car coming down the pit straight. And that's my teammate just coming there. It's all good as long as he... This pit exit is so tricky. Look at this. Can be close to Gutierrez if I try, could I? Lots of wheel spin. I'm trying to keep up with him, but just no traction. I'd like to get him down here, but even with DRS, it's not going to be possible, I don't think. We're going to go for it. I'm coming from a long way back. No way, no chance. Could have braked a bit later, but as unfortunately we've got that tunnel glitch again. So it's rather deafening for me. Hopefully it will reset again at the end of the lap, but it's rather annoying that this is the lap I need to push on. The glitch has reoccurred. And hopefully I'll now get held up by my teammate ahead. Bit deep there again. Oh, wow, wow. Bit of snap over to the last second there and it wound up pitching me into the barrier, but got away with it. My teammate is now holding up Gutierrez. I'm not being that careful to rear tyres for them just because I want to try and get ahead of a couple of guys who will be pitting. Oh, a bit deep, but no, got away with these tyres. My teammate's definitely holding up Gutierrez. That's fine as long as he doesn't hold me up as well. But he's going to about to, I think. Yep, he's now going to start holding me up. Which is annoying. Get him out of the way. And there we go. Noise is reset once again. I'm going to go with Gutierrez now. He made a mistake there, went too deep.
You're directly behind Charles.
He should pit, which he does indeed. That was opportunistic. That's not what my overtaking moves need to be, but it did cost me time. So I might now not gain anything in the pits. We get DRS as well on my teammate. Nobody X in the pits, so we did indeed lose time. There's the guys we were battling with. That was a pretty awful first corner. It does get better traction than me, but not hugely. That was a pretty sweet corner. Did that quite nicely. I'm still on Rich for now. I'll keep on this tyre wear screen for now. Here's a standard here. Too deep. Got away with it just about. Don't want to be that deep next time though. And just touching that curb, not what you want to do. I mentioned it before, but you want to be all over the curb. This one you do want to touch at all, but all over it or not at all. Just tapping like that just slows you down. And P11, just outside the points. Oh, touch the barrier on the inside. If I could just sneak up to Force India and overtake him. Allow me to get into the points. Make it all worthwhile. Bit too deep though. Just my curves down here. Hopefully I can pull away from Gutierrez in the final sector and not let him get DRS.
We're faster than the guy ahead in sector 1. Let's see if we can use that to
Too deep there again. The car just doesn't settle. The rears aren't quite so bad on this set for some reason. Too deep again. The rear's still not settled. The rear is not happy, despite being fresher tyres. It's not wet. It's just the setup of the car and see setup of the car and mainly the setup of the car actually, not the car itself, but mainly the setup. Gutierrez might not get DRS on me. And just tap that curb because that's exactly what I said I don't want to do. Either take it full on or don't, not at all. 1.3 and just over 1 second. I think I might have got away with him not getting DRS. I think I'm going to go Rich now because towards the end of this race I'm not going to be able to get him. Unless I start battling, but I'll be able to get him anyway, so I'm going to go rich now. Try and use my fuel a bit deep in there, way deep in there. Bit of Kers now. Half my Kers. We're going to go to this menu for now until we use all our fuel. Slow down a bit better. We have closed down on the 4-cylinder ahead. Oh, too deep. Almost wind up in the barrier. Come on, we need to be close to him. We've just lost time quite a bit.
We believe the car ahead is running standard red.
Oh, if I'd have nailed that curb, might have been able to close up on him nicely, but turned in too late. Gone in too deep. We're closing up on him nicely now. Hopefully we can just close off the last little bit in the final sector. Oh no, too deep. Oh, I stay heavy on the brakes there to avoid the wall. That's unfortunately cost any chance of DRS, so I'm going to go to standard. We were looking good there, weren't we, for a bit of DRS. We might still do it. No, what's going on with his front end? Just got no front end all of a sudden. The tyres aren't looking the healthiest, but they're not too bad. And I think, oh, big corner cut again. And hopefully, I might get DRS actually. I'll be sneaking it if I do. No, not quite. Going to go to Rich again though. On these couple of straights, try and get it. Bit deep there. Pretty awful line all through those sections. They just get such good traction out of that corner. The DRS section zones here. They get such good traction that I need to be really close to them to think about getting DRS down here. So they know DRS. Save a bit more Kers. My fuel's now gone to optimal, but that means I've still got about a lap, just under a lap left of it, of Rich. Like I said, I just want this to still ahead. Not bother about getting the rest, because I don't think I can. I'm just trying to spin the tyres out there, I'll lose it at the end anyway. Too deep. Almost wound up hitting the barrier, but got away with it, and he's pulled away from me a bit. Too deep. Got away with it again though. Turned in too early that time. Better than last lap though. Definitely close, aren't we? But this car's sliding, can't get it straightened up. There we go. Rest of my Kers now, come on. I might just better sneak DRS if I can keep it tidy. Final sector. There's a better last corner. The tyres aren't too bad. Slow it down, turn it in. The 4-cylinder doesn't look great ahead. Tyre wear doesn't look fantastic on it. Something's going on with the rear end, squirming around a bit. Oh, terrible corner. Horrible racing line. So I ended up cutting the corner down again. Almost cut the corner there. I think got away with it though. Oh, lots of wheel spin on the exit. Still on Rich. Too deep in there. But I did get DRS, I think. Indeed I did. But just over a second as we cross the line. Sorry. But I have a good corner, first corner or two. Might even manage to get DRS down the main straight, but I can't get on the throttle on this exit. This is the problem. Bit of Kers. I think I'm going to sneak it, you know. DRS, that is. I did indeed sneak it. Going to save some Kers because I know we're going to get him down this straight. That's allowing me to stay a bit closer. And typical, another lap that's important. I get the whole tunnel glitch. How frustrating. This has marred my race a bit. This is this tunnel glitch. I struggle a lot when I got this tunnel glitch because I can barely hear. It's really loud. Oh, touch the barrier as well. I struggle to hear what my car's doing. I'm not closer still to still ahead. Come on. So again, couldn't hear my revs there, so that wasn't a great exit at all. Just 7/10 now behind in those, so I've managed to close it up quite considerably. Despite having this horrible glitch. Too much curb, lots of oversteer. Many times we could tell I was trying to save fuel, that should mean he's not going to overtake me too deep. They almost wind up in the barrier. These tyres are going now, particularly the rears. As of course I'm trying to catch the tilt. I'm pushing.
We might need to think about moving to fuel mix mode 2 in the next few laps.
It's optimal still. I do get the DRS, but 8/10, so not much closer than the last lap in the end. Take lots of curb on both sides. Too deep there, and we're still not settled. I think we'll get DRS again, but I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. Too deep there again. Oh, double shifted. I had to shift back down. That's completely ruined this whole straight. Completely ruined it. Oh, we'll cut the corner as well. Have a look at the tower. Not too bad actually. We've got 4 more laps to do. And this car just won't settle though. Every time I turn it in, it just is unsettled. This corner's okay because it's high enough downforce, but the slower corners just doesn't settle on the brakes. And into early, that actually going up cutting the corner a little bit. So careful on the power now. Only briefly full throttle across that bridge, and again here that the car's actually sliding. You can't really see it, but the car is sliding. Costing me tyre wear and not a fast wear on there for sure. I'm now too far back. 1.1. Might still racing again here. Let the car's not settle, so it just doesn't turn. Can't seem to make the car settle. Take lots of curb. Yeah, big whisper on the exit there. Oh, and this place is now lost, I think, to Satil unless something weird happens. I just not got the pace. Wow, just about got the pace to stick with him, but not got the pace to do anything when I get there and get DRS, and lots of whisper on the exit there trying to get the power down to get the DRS. Full throttle now. Didn't even get DRS that time, 1.2 seconds. I'm not going to get it now. That's probably it. It's probably battle over pretty much. Pretty close to getting it down here actually, but I don't think I'm quite going to manage it still. And again there, the rear end doesn't really settle. Wasn't too bad that time, but wasn't great. So P11 looks like I'm confined to then, if I can hold on to that, that is. And I cut the corner again. He's not exactly pulling away from me, is he, at great speed? But he is just about pulling away from me as I get insta-spun by that curb. That's why I don't want to touch it. Well, that's not why, but that's part of the reason I don't want to touch it. And again, touch that barrier there. Just need to try and keep away from Gutierrez now behind. Not that P11 really matters, but of course want to maximise position still. Just touch the curb on the inside there and settle the rear. Use the rest of my curves down this straight. So that's just 8/10 I lost with that little mistake. And there, let's see the rear sliding now, it's in line. But if you can tell by watching it, I can, but I touched the inside barrier there. I wound up blocking my front left because of it, and I've run wide. Need to stop making mistakes. Gutierrez going to be right on me now. Gutierrez going to be right on me. So we've got another couple of laps to keep him at bay. My tyre's not too bad, hopefully I can do it. It's just too far back to get DRS at the moment, 1.5. When he has been running standard revs. Just don't want it to hit, not rich. Just take too much curve there again, really. We're not going to be far off getting DRS to be fair, because I haven't got any traction. I'm hoping that's because of this car rather than because, yeah, having overpowered traction or something like that. Effectively using traction control because, of course, they are AI. They are traction control, basically. Hoping it's not that. I'm hoping it's the fact that I'm in a Caterham. They're in Saubers and Force Indias, which is a better car. That's a bit of a better corner. 1.4 to Gutierrez now. Bit deep, but got away with not hitting the ball just about. Just a couple more laps to go, they're not long. Mind you, it doesn't really matter if I get taken by him, does it, to be honest, because there's no points in it anyway. Oh, that was terrible. Tried not to turn in too early, but it's already too late. Already turned in way too early. And he's definitely closing in on me, isn't he? Hopefully I've got enough oomph still in this final sector to keep him at bay. And again, let the rear's just not settling. 1.2 it was as we crossed that last line. Hopefully I can keep him more than that so he doesn't get DRS. I've been good in this final sector relative to the AI. And that was a pretty awful corner as well. Down to second turn, and didn't take lots of curb, too much curb again though. We've done a few cuts in this race, but just trying to take as much curb as possible, and I managed to pull away from me a little bit. So he's not going to get DRS, probably in this straight or the next straight. And yeah, 1.5 again. So it looks like I've just about got the pace. I mean, he reckons half a second lap to Gutierrez, but I'm not sure that's quite right. That's just because I made a mistake. Too much curb. And then I get on the power even less than normal. I think I might get away with it though. And I think I did. Either way, it's too far back to doing about it. There's 2 more laps to go then, this one and the next one. That's the end of this race. Glad to see the back of it, to be honest. Not been a great race to me, is it? And again, too much curb there. It's been a lot of effort. Singapore always is. Because there's so many corners, it's a relentless track. Oh, very close to the barrier there. It's a relentless track, so easy to make mistakes. And I haven't actually really had any return from it, have I? Not scored any points. Nil poa. It's been a pretty awful race. Not awful, but pretty average race for me as well. Not been great, has it? Gutierrez sounds close to me, looks close to me as well. And I think his teammate's just behind him, ready to also pounce. Even tried staying in a straight line for longer that time, but it didn't work. This is the sector where I'm good at. Oh, not like that though. Bit of oversteer on the direction change. Need that not to happen, costing me time. And the rears are starting to go now. They're not happy about life on this Caterham at all. And he probably will get DRS now. I've only really got to hold him off for this straight and the next back straight, and I should be okay. He does indeed get DRS. Way too far back. And this straight's doing anything though. Down to first, too much curb again. Guarantees he's going to get DRS. Like closest to me, I'm going to Rich now. Going to need to. Let's get the fuel setting menu. I've used lots of curves to defend. No problem though. Too far back. It's hard to overtake on this track. The DRS just isn't powerful enough. Back to standard now. Getting turned in too early there. So 1 sector done, just 2 more sectors to go. Oh, that's not the way to go around that corner at all. Rear tyres are pretty much gone now. It shows how close Gutierrez is to me. Let's have a look. Yep, they're not helpful at all. I'm not going to disappear. Oh, too deep there. Wound up sliding over the curbs. It's going to be an interesting corner. See if I can get out of this or not. Come on. Power, 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 power. Rich as well. It's the last straight really for him to do anything. And looks like I've got the job done. Providing I don't spin or something silly in this final sector, but just 1 more sector to go now. Vettel takes the win. Actually, not much that far ahead of me. Quite often he's almost a lap ahead of me, so it's actually not as bad as it has been. I did have the pace, didn't I, this race, of the Force Indias at least. Oh, just wasn't able to overtake. I was able to stick with him, stay within DRS zone, but not able to overtake. And now my tyre's just gone. He's a lot of tries trying to get past the Force India, thinking that if I get past him, I could then hold him up like I'm now doing with Gutierrez, but didn't quite work out, did it? And there we go. We're here to celebrate my 11th place. And there we go. So my objective was 16th, so it's a victory in terms of that. Teammate 21st, no surprise there. So McLaren just flies on the outside of me there. A lot more grip than me.
11th place, 1 place off a points paying position. Good job.
Perez right up there in 6th. That's not good because we're trying to fight McLaren and the constructors a little bit, but that's enabled them to put a bit of a gap. Button was behind me, Gutierrez was behind me. That's all good. Let's have a look then. So Perez has now managed to pull ahead of me again in the championship. He's got a lot of points. He's only just pulled ahead of me, so I might be able to get that back. I'm only 2 points behind him, and I'll level with Grosjean on points as well. And Button. I'm 12 points ahead of Button, so it's going to be a mission to keep them behind, but it's a mission that I'm going to try. I should hopefully be able to beat Hulkenberg now. It should be worst case scenario P11, but P8 would be amazing. Constructors wise, and there we go, we are still behind McLaren, so be surprised if we can beat him anyway, to be fair, but we'll have to try. Still 20 odd points. What's that, 27 points ahead of Sauber for 7th place. It's looking good for the constructors, and hopefully the next race will be a bit better than this one. This one was very average, wasn't it? I'm happy with that because I beat my objective, but I'm actually really not happy with that because I didn't get any points. Just 1 point, I think I would call that a victory, but or a success, but no, it wasn't. But there we go, that was that race, and hopefully I can do a bit better next time out. Thanks for watching, bye bye.